Welcome back to another exciting episode of Titan Sports, where we bring you the best coverage of Cal State Fullerton athletics. I'm Corey Johnson.
And I'm Kimberly Cruz. The Cal State Fullerton women's soccer team has not lost a conference game yet, and we're on a 10-game unbeaten run going into their match against Hawaii.
That's right, Kimberly. The Titans sat in first place in the Big West with 10 points, but right on their heels were the Rainbow Wahine with 9 points. Sunday night soccer at Titan Stadium, where the Titans were looking to stay unbeaten in conference play. We pick things up in the 38th minute as Haley Brown goes far corner and puts the Titans up 1-0. 57 seconds into the second half, Kayla Ryan ties things up for the Rainbow Wahine, and that's how things would finish 1-1.
Just a loss of focus, a loss of performance, and that's one of the things that we'll focus. That's one of the things that we'll target throughout the course of the week, and I thought it happened. We were plagued by it a little bit on Friday at Irvine. When we create opportunities, we just have to be better and finish.
The men's soccer team returned back home after a victory against Sacramento State and double overtime this past Saturday. Alex Juarez scored in the 109th minute to seal a 2-1 win for the Titans. Head coach George Kuntz hit the 200th win mark as a member of the Big West Conference. Fullerton sits at 6th place in the Big West, improving their record to 1-3 as they head into the final 3 games of conference play.
After their 10th win with a 3-0 score against rivals Long Beach State on Friday night, the Titans could not secure a third straight win as they were on the receiving end of a 3-0 loss against the CSUF Matadors this past Saturday. Tyler Fizzy led the way offensively with 9 kills and dominated defensively with 5 block assists. This gives the women's volleyball team a 2-5 record in the Big West Conference.
Titans Cross Country is getting set to compete in the Titan Invite. We send it over to Cal Fulbright, who sat down with senior Kelsey Carroll and junior Trinity Ruelas.
Thank you guys, and hello everybody. I'm here with 2 runners from the cross country team, Kelsey Carroll and Trinity Ruelas. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having us.
So first to start out, you guys recently competed in the Jopan Invitational in Notre Dame, and you guys took home first place there overall. How was that experience being able to travel there and compete against teams from all over the country?
It was a very good experience, actually. It's a great way for us to be exposed to other teams that we may not be used to, especially competing at a very high Division I. And if we do go to a national level, it's a good way to experience what else is out there, not just compared to what's here in California. And so we were lucky and able to do really well against very high-end teams, and we were able to see where we're at. Yeah.
I think, too, that we learned to deal with the uncomfortable. We had to travel, and we were 3 hours ahead in time, so that was definitely tough adjusting to the time change at first, but I think we all handled it pretty well and prevailed through that, and we really showed schools around the country that we are upcoming and we have a lot of deep talent in our team.
Okay, and Kelsey, this weekend coming up, you guys have your last regular season tournament, the Titan Invite. How are you guys using this to prepare for the Big West tournament and regionals thereafter that?
Well, mostly a lot of the team tends to either take it off or use it just to see where we're at and to get a feel of where we think we'll be for Big West Championships. It's also a great way to see what other prospects are out there, and maybe even some people who might want to come to the school later and see how they do as well on our course. And so it's a great way to see how well we're really going to do in the next week. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Trinity, you have 2 first-place finishes this year in the 6K race. How do you keep this up all year into Big West Championships and regionals?
I think a lot of it stems from improving my mentality through races and through practice too. Digging deep within myself and finding that little extra gear when I'm feeling terrible and really struggling to keep the momentum going in a race, and just telling myself that I can do this. I only have so much left in this race, and I want to show everyone what I'm capable of, and I want to do well for my team and support them in any way I can. So I think just thinking of those things has really helped me progress as a runner and a person this year. Okay,
and now we're going to shift gears to a fun little game. So you guys have your whiteboards here. I'm going to ask you some questions, and you guys write down, it's just between you two, each other's name on who you think the answer is. So for the first question, who is the fastest runner between the two?
Oh, that's easy.
Once you guys are both done, you can show the camera. Right. So there's one right.
Yeah.
One the same. All right. And next, who is most likely to be late to practice?
Ooh. That's a good one. Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is really tricky.
I know. Yep. Yeah.
All right, and you guys told us before that you guys are roommates. So who is cleaner between the two?
Oh, that's a good question. It's not wrong. I cook way too much.
We'll do one more here. Who gets more scared during scary movies?
Have we seen a scary movie together?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I do have a wild imagination, though, so we'll see what happens. But I think. Hey! Yeah,
So you guys got all of them the same. You guys agree on everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, that's all we have for you guys today. Thank you guys very much for joining us today.
Well, thanks
Thank
again for
you.
having us. Yeah.
We now send it over to Zimri Hernandez for this week's Titan Timeline.
Thanks, Kyle. The men's soccer team will continue their conference play at home against UC Irvine on Wednesday, October 23rd, and against UC Davis on Saturday, October 26th. The women's soccer team will host UC Santa Barbara on Thursday, October 24th, and go on the road to face Cal Poly on Sunday, October 27th. Women's volleyball will look to get back on the winning column against Hawaii on Friday, October 25th. And now on to cross country, who will host the Titan Invite on October 25th. And finally, women's tennis will close the week out with Tennis with the Titans exhibition on October 26th. That's all for Titan Timeline this week. I'm Zimri Hernandez. Back to you guys at the front desk.
The World Series is about to begin, but for one Titan, this won't be the first time he's played in a stage this big.
That's right. Let's throw things back to 2004 when former Cal State Fullerton Titan Kurt Suzuki had a game-winning RBI against Texas in Game 2 of the College World Series. Suzuki, along with current Dodger Justin Turner, helped the Titans win their 4th national championship in program history. Suzuki, now with the Nationals, will compete against fellow former Titan Chris Davinsky of the Astros, who actually won a World Series just 2 years ago.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning in for today's episode.
You can watch our past episodes and game highlight packages on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CSUF Titan Sports, and like us on Facebook to stay connected with us.
On behalf of all of us here at Titan Sports, I'm Corey Johnson.
And I'm Kimberly Cruz. Remember to keep those tucks up, Titans, and we'll see you next week.